तत किं सर्वं बान्धवा सर्वमेतद्विजातं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्या कवित्वादिगद्यं सुपद्यं करोति गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं विदेशेषु मान्यः स्वदेशेषु धन्यः सदाचारवृत्तेषु मत्तो न चान्यः गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं क्षमामण्डले भूपभूपालवृन्दै सदा सेवितं यस्य पादारविन्दं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं यशो मे गतं दीक्षुदाना प्रतापा जगद्वस्तु सर्वं करे यत्प्रसादात् गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं न भोगेन योगेन वा वाजिराजो न कान्तामुखेनैव विद्वेषु चित्तं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं अरण्येन वा स्वस्य गेहेन कार्येण देहे मनो वर्तते वेत्त्वनर्घ्ये गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे मनश्चेन लग्नं ततः किं अनर्घ्याणि रत्नानि मुक्तानि सम्यक् समालिङ्गता कामिनीयामिनीषु
Hare Krishna, everyone. Good morning. How are you all doing?
A very, very warm welcome, everyone.
How does it feel to be back to your morning routine, to the yoga challenge? Are you all excited for the next 14 days for this intense program?
So good to see you all again, typing in the chat box, feeling so excited, feeling happy. कैसा महसूस हो रहा है आपको अभी? How are you feeling? What's in your heart? Please share. We missed you too. पर ये 21 days कहाँ चले गए पता ही नहीं चला. Just flew by. It's a pleasure to see you too again, Nidhi ji. Feeling positive, feeling great. Life is changing for the better. Back to the pavilion. Happy to see you again. Yes, we are also very happy. Lovely. Okay, so we wanted to ask you about how consistent you've been. So I'm sharing a poll with all of you. Quickly tell us How consistent have you been with your practice? I completed my 21-day mandala. I missed a few days, but was mostly consistent. I have been practicing yoga at least 4 times a week. Oops, I haven't been practicing. Be very honest. Missed a few days.
Wow. Raju ji practiced for 21 days non-stop.
That's really cool. Missed a few days, missed 2 days. All right, I'm going to close the poll, everyone. So if you haven't registered your response, please do so now. All right.
Okay, so people are very truthful. They shared their polls. So 15% people completed the entire 21-day mandala. That's quite a feat. So congratulations to you. And a few missed for a few days, but were mostly consistent, 42%. So that's the majority. Then some people were practicing at least 4 times a week, and some people were not practicing. So the intense program, as the name suggests, is very intense. The asanas are very intense. So it's very important that you keep your body active, warm, flexible, and strong during this time. So every day before coming for the asana class, before coming for the yoga workshop, make sure that you warm up your body if you've not been practicing regularly, so that during the asanas, you don't feel any stiffness, any pains.
Yeah, that's very important. And those of you who have not been practicing, it will be a good idea to do a second flow in the evening from the asanas that you already have from the beginner module. So yeah, just keep the body active. We don't want you to go through any injuries. All right. So let us begin. We want to share a few things with you before we start the class. I'm going to close the chat box now, and then we'll open it again in a bit. All right. So everyone, this workshop is a little different from the last one. In the beginners workshop, you were getting an orientation of different aspects of yoga. आप थोड़े-थोड़े asanas सीख रहे थे, little bit of knowledge you were learning. In this workshop, we will go deep into some of the topics. We will touch upon only 2 major topics in this workshop, which is the 5 elements and the 5 koshas that we are made up of. So the first part of the workshop, in the beginning, every 15 to 20 minutes, we will start with learning the knowledge. Now, where is this knowledge coming from? This is coming from our Vedas. You know, there are 4 Vedas. Now, the knowledge that you'll be learning in this module is coming primarily from the first 3 Vedas and also from the Upanishads. Now, Vedas are over 8,000 years old. And embedded into the Vedas are the Upanishads. These are commentaries about the Vedas. Now, aise to there are a lot of Upanishads, but there are 13 major Upanishads. And from this, we have taken the philosophy, the life philosophy that is applicable to us. It will help improve our lives. There are certain rituals that are mentioned, how to lead a life so that we lead to our highest potential. So this we will learn, you know, in the beginners module. With learning so many few little things, it was like you were almost flirting with yoga. But in this workshop, now you can fall in love, really go deep. So tell me something. Can you fall in love with your mind? क्या आपको प्यार या मोहब्बत सोच के होती है या दिल से होती है? कैसे होती है? How do you fall in love? दिल से होती है? Heart से होती है? Yes. Maybe a little bit of mind also, but mostly from the heart, right? So in order to gain maximum benefit from this workshop, you will require a certain level of surrender. If you try to logically analyze this workshop, then you will not gain benefit from it. You will only understand very part of it, a small part. But if you surrender and you accept everything, you become receptive, then you will gain a lot of benefit from this workshop. All right. Then the second part, about 1 hour, we will do asanas. In the beginners, you worked on your flexibility, on opening up your body. But in this workshop, we will build strength. So the Surya Namaskars that you've been doing, there was a particular reason we asked you to do that. In this workshop, especially in the first week, we will be doing Surya Namaskars for different elements, and that will really strengthen your body. After these 14 days, you'll actually feel the strength and stamina within you.
The third part are inner experiences. These are meditations. So I want you to imagine something right now. Imagine that you are in a house that has been locked up for a very long time. And in this house are many rooms, 10 rooms. And every room has some cobwebs, some rooms are very dark and dingy. So if you want to make this house livable, you will have to go into each room and clean it up, right? Only then will this house become livable. Similarly, our mind, our nature has many aspects to it. Many aspects: intelligence, emotions, guilt, fear, past experiences, future expectations. And meditations are a tool that can help you dive deep into each area of life and clean it up. So it may be hard to understand right now, but yeah, just dive in with an open mind. We'll go into some experiences which may be painful for you sometimes, but that's when we would expect that, you know, you somewhere trust this science and trust this workshop, that whatever is happening, it's happening for my own benefit, and you come with an open mind. And I'll be taking up these meditations. And why am I taking these meditations? It's because I've been practicing for the last 4 years, and my forte has been meditations. When I was 17, this is what attracted me the most. Why do certain people are more joyful? Why do we feel hurt? Why do we feel pain? And how to overcome all of that? So I did lots of workshops to understand this, not just workshops from spiritual masters, but also from modern psychology, also from modern institutes. So whatever I've learned in the last 7-8 years, I have combined all of that and tried to bring that experience to you also, so that whatever transformations I could experience, you can too experience them today. And the last part of this workshop is called realizations. So the first 3 parts we are taking care of. The last part we expect you to take care of. What are realizations? So whatever you learn during the day in the workshop, be it from the knowledge session, the asana session, or the meditation session, share it on the Facebook group. So all of you have done that in the past during the beginners workshop really well. But this time around, we would want you to go a level deeper. You know, after the workshop, just close your eyes for a few minutes. Ask yourself, okay, what did I learn today? What did I absorb? What did I observe? And then share it on the Facebook group. So realizations sharing is very important, because, you know, today we are able to share this knowledge because somebody shared it with us. And, you know, now we are passing the baton to you. So it's your responsibility to share it with the community now. And we'll get to learn, other people will get to learn. It'll create a beautiful atmosphere for all of us.
Yeah, and in this, there are no prizes. You're not doing these activities so that you can get something. This is just so that you can learn, you can ask questions. You know, it's like a beautiful forum where there are like-minded people. And if you have doubts, there is always somebody to clear those doubts. So let's open up new discussions and dive deep into this knowledge. Now, one last point we want to share with you. This workshop is very sacred to all of us. And Akshay and I have worked extremely hard in the last 1 year. And this is a result of many years of sadhana. So it's very, very sacred to us. So we would like you also to treat it as such these 1.5 hours should be like a prayer for you. And please don't use your mobile phones during this time. Please avoid looking at messages, answering messages. Please avoid going to the washroom, go before, go later, and be in an environment where you're not disturbed. So we understand that many of you have responsibilities, but for these 14 days, we would request that you share these responsibilities with other family members and take this time just for yourself. Even if you are practicing through recordings, many of you are practicing through recordings, you should also keep this 1.5 hours just for you. Be in a closed room and ask everybody not to disturb you. So this is our request, that please treat this workshop as if it's your prayer.
We will do a morning chant every day. Now, chants usually have Sanskrit words, are made up of Sanskrit words. And as many of you may know, Sanskrit words hold a lot of power. They have a lot of power over our emotions, our thoughts. They're very purifying in nature. So if you chant a word, a Sanskrit word regularly, it will work upon a certain aspect of your life. So here we have a chant which will help you become intense early in the morning. So while you are chanting this also, you'll feel some intensity. So the purpose of this workshop is to make you intense, right? So right before we start the workshop, we will chant so that we can come to a certain state of mind and then dive deep into the knowledge, the asanas and the meditations. So I'll explain line by line what this chant means. And if you like, you can also stay with that bhav, stay with that meaning while chanting. So the first line is Yog, Yog, Yogeshwarai. It means that I bow down to all the yogis. There have been so many yogis who have understood their inner nature and are sharing this today. So I bow down to all of them. The second line is Bhuta Bhuta, Bhuteshwarai. It's not Bhuta, it's Bhuta. So Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwarai. This means that I bow down to the 5 elements. You will learn more about the 5 elements during the workshop. Right now, you can just keep in mind, I bow down to the 5 elements. The third line is Kal, Kal, Kaleshwarai. Kal here means time and space. The concepts of time and space which run the world, I bow down to them. The fourth line is Shiva, Shiva, Sarveshwarai. Here we are not referring to that yogi who sits on a mountain, the blue-throated yogi, Shiva. Here, Shiva means your nature. So there are 2 types of nature in you. One nature is the meditative side, the contemplative, understanding, grounded side. So I bow down to that side and I somewhere pray that my nature, my meditative nature comes forth. So Shiva Shiva Sarveshwarai means that I bow down and pray to my inner nature to come out of meditativeness, of groundedness. The last line is Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya. To me and to Radhika, this is the most beautiful line. It means a lot. It means that I bow down to the possibility of recreating myself, of recreating my nature, my future. So the science of yoga is all about recreating ourselves. That I choose to be a certain way. I choose to have certain emotions. So that's what the last line means. So we will chant this together. So first I will chant it and then Radhika will chant it, each line, and you can repeat with Radhika. So I will chant the line first, then Radhika will chant it and all of you can chant with Radhika. So let's do it together. You can keep your palms facing upwards and sit in a cross-legged posture. Keep your back straight. Keep your eyes open. Yoga, yoga, yogeshwaraya.
Yoga, yoga, yogeshwara.
Bhuta, bhuta, bhuteshwaraya.
Bhuta, bhuta, bhuteshwaraya.
Kala, kala, kaleshwaraya.
Kaleshwaraya.
Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya.
Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya.
Shambho Shambho Mahandevaya.
Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya.
So now we will all practice it together. And for some of you, it may be a bit alien to relate to the chant. So don't focus on the meaning then if you're having a difficult time. Just focus on the vibrations that it's creating in your body. Just stay with that.
It's important that we learn this chant because we will do it every single day. And in the next few days, you'll be able to connect with it. So let us do it one more time.
Keep your eyes open and just chant with us. We'll chant together. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya. Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya. Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya. Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya. Shambho Shambho Mahandevaya. And with this intensity, I'll take your leave. I'll see you all tomorrow for our first meditation. And I wish you all the best for this workshop, for today's class. Give it your all. These are beautiful 14 days designed specially for you. So, yes, all the best.
All right, so let us move on to our knowledge session for today, everyone. In the last workshop, we learned about Maharishi Patanjali's 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. We learned about Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, so on and so forth. Now, this is absolutely clear to you. But at which level are these practices working? When you are doing yamas, when you are doing niyamas, it is with the intention of purifying ourselves. We purify our minds, we purify our body, we purify our breath, our senses. But at which level is this purification working? In this workshop, we will learn about the elements, the practices of yam niyam up until your samadhi are working on the elemental level. In Sanskrit, these are known as bhuta, and shuddhi means purification. So the purification of the elements is actually allowing you to explore your inner nature. Jitna clean hoga system, utni zyada inner realizations hongi. And even to mend our system, let's say that today the system is not functioning at 100%. It is functioning only, let's say, at 20%. How do we make sure that it works at 100%? We need to work and balance the elements. For example, if you have to stitch a cloth, let's say aapka koi kapda fat gaya hai, and you have to stitch it. What will you stitch it with? You will need a thread. Thread is also cloth. So to repair a cloth, you need a cloth. Similarly, if you have to cut a metal machine, let's say, what will you need to cut that metal with?
you will need another metal to cut that first metal with, right? So to repair metal, you need metal. Similarly, we are all made up of the 5 elements. These elements are space, which is the subtlest, then comes air, then comes fire, then comes water, and then comes earth. We are made up of these Panch Mahabhuta. Not only us, everything in this universe is made up of just these 5 elements. Whether it is the sun, whether it is the moon, whether it is a plant, whether it is an asteroid, everything is made up of these 5 elements only. Now I know this is a very abstract concept. कि ठीक है 5 elements से बने हुए हैं. To make it clear, I'm going to share an analogy. So there are these 5 colors in this box. हाँ, 5 paints हैं इस box में. Now, this painting was made using these 5 colors. See, सिर्फ 5 colors हैं इसमें. They are in different forms. Now, this painting was also made using just the same 5 colors. This painting was also made with these 5 colors. And so was this. Now, these are all so different, but they are made with the same 5 colors. The same way, everything in the universe is made up of just the 5 elements. If you want, you can make infinite number of such paintings, right? थोड़ा थोड़ा भी difference होगा तो भी infinite paintings बना सकते हो आप सिर्फ इन 5 colors से. The same way, everything is made up of these Panch Mahabhuta. The first of these is, we are actually going in the reverse order because it's easier for you to understand. We will talk about Prithvi first, the earth element or soil that we understand. Now, Prithvi is the grossest element because you can experience it with all 5 senses. You can see it also, you can smell it also, you can touch it, you can taste it. वहीं से तो हमारा भोजन आ रहा है, जो आप खाना खा रहे हो, वो मिट्टी से ही तो आ रहा है. Now, if this element is stable within you, you'll feel strong, you'll have stamina, you'll be able to go about your day with ease. Body में aches and pains नहीं होंगे. But if this is imbalanced within you, you will suffer. Imagine you leave a fruit in a corner of your house and you forget about it. After some days, you'll see it has become stale. It is rotting. The same way, if we don't pay attention to the earth element within us, it becomes stale. And that is when you get all the ailments in the body, your aches and pains and your diseases. So it's so important to pay attention to this element. Then comes Jal Tattva, water element. Your flexibility in life, how easily you can flow through life. That is the quality of water, flowiness. How easily you can flow is dependent on your water element. What your relationships are like is also dependent on this element. Now imagine if there is a tank of water and it is left unattended, let's say for a month, for 2 months, what will happen? The water in this will become stale, smell aane lagegi, some organisms will start to grow in this. If we don't pay attention to the water element within us, something similar happens. It becomes stale and you will notice rigidity will come inside you. Your relationships will start to suffer. So it's very important to keep this element balanced. Then comes the fire element, Agni Dev. This has 2 faces. Why? We'll learn in the workshop. For now, just know that your passion, how much josh you have about life, what is your willpower like, is all dependent on your fire element. If, imagine a room where there is no sunlight, where there is no fire. एक तो ठंडा होगा बहुत, it will be ice cold. And things will start to rot, decay. Same thing happens in our body. If we don't pay attention to the fire element, there is a certain level of lethargy within us. A certain level of decay starts to happen. So very important element. Then comes Vayu, air element. All of the movement within you is because of the air element, the thoughts that you are having, the new ideas that come to you, creative ideas. This is all because of the air element. Now, in a room, let's say, if the air is trapped for 1 full month, घर बंद है, कोई खिड़कियां नहीं है उस कमरे में. When you open this door, what will you feel? Smell, smelly air, stale air. Same thing happens in our body. If we don't pay attention, the air element becomes stale within us. And you will start to have either lots of thoughts, overthinking. Many of you say, ma'am, we suffer so much from overthinking. That is because of an imbalanced Vayu. And creative blocks, lack of ideas, all of this is again because of imbalanced Vayu. Then comes Akash, the most mysterious element, the subtlest element in nature. It is at the fringe of the physical. You know, it's somewhat physical only. You can't experience this with your senses, but you know it is there. So it's very, very powerful. The subtler an element, the more powerful it is within you. Your wisdom, your intuition, the ability to take good decisions stems from a balanced Akash Tattva. And if the same element becomes imbalanced, then you will operate only either from your mind, logical things, or you will operate only from your emotional, become an emotional fool. So it is very important to have this balanced, also because it allows you to be present. Now, many times you'll notice one person walks into the room and the room lights up. This person has a certain presence. That is because the space element is high. On the other hand, there are people who are just merging into the crowd. Pata hi nahi hai, wallflower ban gaye hain. There the space element is low. So in order to keep the space element balanced, there are certain practices, and we will learn all of that in this workshop. All of these combined, my friends, make your personality, decide your experience of life and how you are behaving in this world and how effective you are. You know, yogis always want to balance these 5 elements and become the master of these 5 elements so that they have complete control over their life. You want to craft your life the way you wish, right? For that, you need a certain level of mastery over these elements. But let's first understand what is the proportion of them in our body. The first element, the maximum, highest quantity is water, Jal Tattva, 72% of our bodies. But how much attention are we paying to this? What is your current relationship with water? Think about it. Then comes earth, which is 12%. But today, all we are thinking about is food. We are paying over attention to food, constantly consuming. Again, this relationship needs to be looked at. Then comes Vayu. 6% of you is air. Not even 5 minutes we can live without air, but somehow it is extremely neglected. Then comes your fire element, which is 4%, and there are 3 different types of fires that we will learn about in this workshop. And then space element is 6%. In olden times, my friends, people had a very deep relationship with these elements. In India especially, there was always a tulsi flower plant in the courtyard of a house. We made a god out of any tree. आप देखोगे पीपल के बाहर लोगों ने मंदिर बना लिए हैं, banyan trees पे pray कर रहे हैं. That is because people realized the importance of staying connected with the earth element. Today, we see all of this as silly rituals. Our logical mind doesn't allow us to build, deepen this connection. We used to pray to mountains. किसी भी चीज को, किसी भी एलिमेंट को हम भगवान मान लेते थे. We used to pray to the river Ganga, to water. We used to offer water to the sun. Now, all of these are not just silly rituals. They are to create a certain level of relationship, a deep bond between you and the elements. The same elements that are working outside of you are also functioning inside of you. Now imagine in your family is like your roots, right? Your parents, your siblings, they allow a certain level of grounding to come into your life. आपको पता है दुख सुख में मेरे साथ रहेंगे. But if you stop talking to them, if you stop calling them, if you stop visiting them, if you are not there in their good times and bad times, what will be left of this relationship? Will there be any warmth left in this relationship? No, you can't expect anything from them then. Similarly, these elements within us right now are absolutely neglected. We are not paying any attention to them. Why will they work for us? So today they are not manifesting fully within you. And that is why you feel lost, you feel scattered. There is no grounding in life. So today, my friends, we are going to learn a beautiful practice called the Panch Mahabhuta Upasana. This is again to purify the elements within you. भूत शुद्धि के लिए ये बहुत ही beautiful practice हमें सिखाई गई है. So I will just take you through this practice first, what to do, and then we will do it together. We had requested you to keep some ingredients ready. I hope you have all of those. So now we will learn why we had asked you. For the earth element, we had asked you to keep some dates or some raisins. So very simple thing, but eating anything with a prayer will allow you to build a connection with the earth element. So it's a very simple prayer. You say that I bow down to the food in front of me. Please allow this food to nourish my body, my mind, so that I can be effective in this world. Please bless everybody who has allowed this food to come to my table. And just by saying this simple prayer, my friends, you will notice a certain level of grounding within you. Then for water, we have to keep water overnight in a copper glass bottle, or even clay is fine. Mitti ka bartan is okay. And we will drink it with a lot of gratitude in our hearts. Agar aap fasting karte ho, 3 days, after a 3 days fast, how you relish the first bite of food. When you are drinking this water, you have to relish it like that. Then for fire element, we will light a lamp. This is very simple. Diya jalana hai aapko, diya nahi hai to candle jalana hai. And this is what is purifying the energy space around you and balancing the fire element within you. For air, we will simply take 5 conscious breaths. हवा की मिठास को महसूस करना है. If you don't get to breathe, let's say you are underwater for 1.5 to 2 minutes, when you come up, that gulp of air that you take, how sweet it is. This, with the same intensity, with the same bhav, we have to take the breath in. And for space, my friends, we are going to say, I am boundless, just like space. Space की कोई boundaries नहीं है. वैसे ही हमारी भी कोई boundaries नहीं है. We are limitless. Our ability to grow is limitless. Our ability to make our relationships beautiful is limitless. And I am borderless. There are no boundaries to me. So we will affirm this to ourselves. I am boundless. I am borderless. So for now, we will do this upasana together. I will play some music and we will do this together. I hope you have everything ready. My friends, first we will light the lamp. Remind yourself that this is within you as well. We will have a raisin or a date. Now, when you eat the date, say the prayer that I asked you to. Now for the water element, drink the water kept overnight. Lots of gratitude. Now simply take 5 conscious breaths. And now, let us move to the space element. Remind yourself, I am boundless. I am borderless. Very gently open your eyes. How was your experience of the Panch Mahabhuta Upasana, everyone? Were you able to do this? Can you tell me in the chat box? Such a simple practice, but extremely powerful. So I will share with you after the asana class how to incorporate this into your daily routine. And within 14 days, you will experience a deep connection with these elements. All right. Let us move on to our asana class, everyone. I'm glad you all enjoyed this. All right. So I will first show you some corrections. You all have been practicing the Surya Namaskar for the last 21 days. Now we have a second camera angle today, and we will show you some close-up shots. So please pay attention, and if you have a mirror, somewhere close by. You can even self-correct right now. I will show you some corrections. So let us begin. Please join me on the mat and everyone start your warm-up. You know how to do the warm-up. All right. So I will take you through the Surya Namaskar once. You can just watch. So the first asana you all know, for this, your feet should be together. Now see, I'm not standing with my feet apart. Please observe. Feet should be together. You should be on the top of your mat. We don't begin Surya Namaskar from the center of the mat. We are always starting from the top of the mat. Feet are together. And then we first open the toes and then place them on the mat so that the entire foot is on the mat. Now here the weight is equally distributed on both the feet, my friends. I'm not leaning forward and I will not be backwards. Some people stand like this, leaning more towards the back. Some people have a tendency to lean towards the front. So please be right in the center. Ekam is very simple. You will simply raise your hands and look up. In Ashtang style, there is no backward bend. We are only raising the arms up. Then, Dvi is forward fold. Uttanasana. Now, in the beginning, when you start your practice, sometimes it may so happen that your knees, you will require a bend in the knees. That's absolutely okay. Don't worry about it. You can keep the knees bent. And then try to bring your fingertips onto the mat. So this is your Dvi, Uttanasana. Within the practice, you will notice that the knees will start to straighten as your hamstrings open. Then Trini is tabletop. Here again, many people have a tendency to lean backwards. And some people can be towards the front, towards the toes. But again, your weight has to be equally distributed on both the feet. And back, if you see, is absolutely straight. How do you know back is straight? You will experience a stretch in your hamstrings. If you are doing this, see, if you are like this, you will not experience stretch here. Only when you push your hips back and your back becomes straight, you will experience a deep stretch here. Just try. Very nice. Now, Chatwari is, you will again bring the hands to the mat and then you step back. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि लेफ्ट से स्टेप बैक करना है, राइट से करना है. You can step back from any foot. Ideally, over time, we have to start jumping back. So, the hands come here. You can also use blocks here. See, now in intense level, you can order blocks. Here, if you are not able to bring the hands to the mat, you can always take the support of blocks, no problem. So keep them next to your feet and just see if you can go down. You can also use books if blocks are not available. Now, Chaturanga ke liye, you will step back Now, notice how my feet are not together, friends. There is a distance between my feet. They are hip width apart. And I'm not rounding my shoulders here. I don't have to do this. My back is elongated. See how my back is straight. So please don't do this. Straight in the spine. पैरों के बीच में gap है. Now, to go down in the beginners, we learned you can bring your knees on the mat and then you can go down. This becomes easier. So you go down. The elbows, see, are not going out. I don't have to do this. The elbows remained tucked in and the inner eyes of the elbows, जो ये हिस्सा है, ये. This is facing each other, my friends. If it's facing each other, you will naturally go down with your elbows tucked in. And then we go into up dog. Now, if you can go down in chaturanga without keeping your knees on the mat also. See. You can use blocks or you can simply do it without the blocks also. If you have upper body strength, you can simply go down here. See. And then we go into up dog. Now this can be challenging for many people. So there is a very nice trick for it. For this you will need a strap. Now if you have a strap already, I'll just show you how to make the strap in a way that it is useful. If you don't have a strap, it would be a good idea to order it. For this, इसमें दो clasps होते हैं ऐसे. So you first thread the loose end of the strap into this. It goes under. Then you grab the end of the strap again and we will reverse now. So from the first, it will go on top and from the second, it will go on the bottom. See, now this is tight. So to do chaturanga, we can even use a strap. How? You can adjust the size in a way that it comes onto your elbows like this, just above your elbows like this. For chaturanga, your hands are under your shoulders and here if you go down like this, you'll notice that the strap, sorry, I'm speaking also, the strap will come just below your chest and you will be able to hold chaturanga. So if you don't have a strap, you can order it. And then from here, you can go into up dog like this. Don't worry, if you don't have a strap right now, you can order it. And I will show this again during the workshop. For now, you have two options. You can simply go down by keeping your knees on the mat. Or if possible, you have upper body strength, you can go down without. So you decide how you want to do it. Then comes up dog. Now in up dog, there is distance between the feet. And my feet, the back of the feet is on the mat. So my feet are not like this. You're not doing up dog like this. Up dog like this. It has to be done like this. And then from here, you go into down dog. Now see, in down dog, there is distance between my feet. My Inner elbows will be again facing each other. And the hips will be raised high. Please self-correct. Then for Veerbhadrasan, from here you will step the right foot between your hands. Now for many people it is difficult to do this. For you, blocks will be very beneficial. Let's say you are in down dog. Your hands are on the blocks. It will be very easy for you to step your foot between your hands here, like this. So those of you who have stiffer bodies, you can use blocks. Over time, it will open, the body will open. Now, once the foot is between the hands, the back foot comes at a 60-degree angle. See, the back foot, notice. And then we will come up and raise the arms. And then the same thing on the other side. Very simple. One asana we still have to do is Utkatasana, chair pose. So let us learn. In Utkatasana also, friends, when you do Ekam in type B Surya Namaskar, the feet are together only. Then, to do it correctly in the beginning, what you can do is just, your hands are pointing downwards. Hands are pointing downwards. You bend so that the hands go further towards the mat and then raise the arms up. Now, the knees here should never cross the toes. Please don't do this. Should always be at the back. All right. So friends, that was our corrections. Now keeping all of this in mind, let us do type A and type B Surya Namaskar. We'll do 3 only, not 5 today. We'll do 3 because I want to do some other asanas also. Okay? So please come to the top of the mat. Ground down. Ekam, inhale, raise your arms up. Dvi, exhale, fold forward. Trini, inhale, ardha. Chatvari, step back. Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Shat, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drishti comes to navel, take 5 breaths. Sapta, step up to Ardha. Ashta, exhale, forward fold. Nava, inhale, raise your arms up, stretch. Exhale, Samasthithi. Very nice. One more time. Ekam, inhale. Dvi, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, Ardha. Chatwari, step back, Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Drishti comes to navel. Please take 5 breaths. Sapta, inhale, step up to Ardha Uttanasana. Ashta, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Nava, inhale, raise your arms up, stretch. Exhale, Samasthiti. Last one, friends. Surya Namaskar, type A. Ekam, inhale. Dvi, exhale. Trini, inhale. Chatwari, Chaturanga, exhale. Pancha, inhale, upward dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Drishti comes to navel. Take 5 Ujjayi breaths. You know how to do Ujjayi breathing. Sapta, inhale, step up, Ardha. Ashta, exhale, forward fold. Nava, inhale, raise your arms up, look up, stretch. Exhale, Samasthiti. Take a few breaths. Let us go into Surya Namaskar type B. Ekam, inhale, chair. Dvi, exhale, Uttanasana. Trini, Ardha. Chatwari, Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward dog. Shat, exhale, Adho Svanasana. Sapta, right foot steps between hands. Come up to Veer. Ashta, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Dasha, exhale, downward facing dog. Ekadasha, left foot steps between hands, come up to Veer. Dvadasha, step back, Chaturanga. Triyodasha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Chaturdasha, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drishti comes to navel, take 5 Ujjayi breaths. Panchdasha, inhale, step up, Ardha. Shodasha, exhale, Uttanasana. Saptdasha, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Well done, everyone. 2 more to go. You can do this. Ekam, inhale, chair pose. Dvi, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, Ardha. Chatvari, step back, Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Shat, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sapta, right foot steps between hands, come up to Veer. Inhale. Ashta, step back, Chaturanga. Nava, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Dasha, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Ekadasha, left foot steps between hands, come up to Veer. Dvadasha, exhale, Chaturanga. Triyodasha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Chaturdasha, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drishti comes to navel. Take 5 Ujjayi breaths. Panchdasha, inhale, step up to Ardha. Shodasha, exhale, forward fold. Saptdasha, inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, Samastitihi. Very nice. Go into silence. The last one we will do by ourselves. I will not give counting. So you can do this at your own pace. I will do it at my own pace. You do it at your own pace. You know this now. Come into Samasthiti. Take 3 breaths. Very nice. Now open your feet 3.5, 4 feet apart. Right foot points towards the back. We will take Trikon Asana. Open the hands. Extend towards the right and fold over the right leg. You can bring the hand on the mat. That would be the most ideal. Inside the right foot. Left shoulder peels open. Drishti towards the left hand. You see how my back is straight? I'm not doing this. Elongate the spine. You can also keep your hand on the shin if required. But keep elongating the spine. That's important. And keep peeling the left shoulder open. Come back up. Inhale. Close the right foot. Open the left. Extend towards the left this time. And fold over. Opening the right shoulder towards the sky. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. Close. So now the toes are pointing in front. Clasp the hands behind you. Open up the chest and take wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. The hands go behind you. The shoulders are opening behind you. Try and bring the head to the mat. And breathe. Now bring a slight bend in the knees, release the hands and very gently come up. You don't want to get a head rush. Come up slowly. Now, point the toes outwards. The heels are pointing towards you. Bend the knees and let's take shoulder bends. Right shoulder bends and then left. Right, left, right, left. Very nice. Come up, extend the arms towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees and come into goddess. Inhale, extend. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, extend. This time, exhale through your mouth with your tongue out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, goddess. One more time. Inhale. Tongue out. Very nice. Release. Now bring the knees closer together. Bring the feet closer together. Join your hands. Let's go down in Malasana. Elbows hook inside your knees. Please feel free to use a block under your hips here if it's difficult to sit like this. Keep elongating the spine. Very nice. Now open the right arm. Place the right fingertips on the mat towards the right and open the left arm towards the sky. And your drishti also goes towards your left hand. Very nice. Let's take it to the other side. Right arm opens towards the right. Come back to center and let us take Baddha Konasana. So clasp your hands under your feet. Now try and bring the heels as close to you as possible. This will give you a deeper stretch. जितना दूर होंगे आपसे उतना कम stretch आएगा और जितना पास होंगे उतना ज़्यादा stretch आएगा. Now we will flap. Keep elongating the spine. Very nice. Release. Now we'll take Uttita Hindolasana. So let the left leg be parallel to the edge of the mat. We'll Raise the right leg. Hook the right knee on the inside of the right elbow and the foot on the inside of the left elbow. Now, the left knee should ideally be on the mat. If you feel it's difficult, you can place a block under it. And then we will rock our right leg like we rock a baby. Rock the baby pose. Now try and keep the left hip, left knee very stable on the mat and move only the right leg. So this is very good for your right hip mobility and it will help you in further asanas in this workshop. It will help you with general mobility. Very nice. Release the leg, open it towards the right. Grab the big right toe and open the left arm towards the top, over and above, and take Parivritta Janu Shirshasana. Keep looking towards your left armpit. Feel the stretch in your left side body. Feel it opening up. Come back to center. The right leg is now parallel to the edge of the mat. Bring up the left leg this time. And we'll rock the baby. Keep the right leg, hip as stable as possible. Very nice. Now open the left leg towards the side. Right heel is very close to your pelvis. Grab the left big toe and open the right arm over and above. Bending towards the left. Very nice. Release and come into seated staff pose, Dandasana. Legs are active. Place your hands right next to the hips. Elongate the spine. Keep your belly pulled in. Kneecaps are pulled up. Very active pose. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. You can use a strap here if you like. For a deeper stretch, just fold forward. So, very simple, wrap the strap around your feet and then just pull yourself forward. Now remember to keep elongating the spine here. The aim is to bring the chest to the thighs. Breathe. Feel the stretch in your calf muscles here. Feel it in your hamstrings. Create space. Inhale, come back up. And then lie down on your back. Bring in the right knee. Let the left leg be straight on the mat. और right पैर से rotations करेंगे. Rotate the ankle one way and then the other. Now we'll take Supta Padangushtasana. So you can either grab your right big toe and extend the leg, or if this is still challenging, you can use a strap around the leg and then extend. Now here, please keep pulling your right shoulder in. It will have a tendency to come up. Mat se uthne ki tendency hogi. We don't want to do this. You want to keep pulling your right shoulder in. Even if that means you need to keep a bend in the knee, that's okay. No problem. Release. Now bring in the left knee. Just make rotations with the ankle. Very nice. Grab the left big toe or use a strap and straighten the leg as much as you can. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Release. Let us take supine twist. Open the arms on the side. Bring in the knees. And then take the knees towards the left first. Drishti goes towards the right. Release any tension from the back. Take the legs towards the right. Drishti goes towards the left. The other side. So just move from side to side as per your comfort. Very nice. Release the legs and come into Shavasana. Our final resting pose. Leave the body absolutely loose, my friends. Inhale into your lungs. Just relax. After all that hard work, allow your body to go into relaxation. Focus on your breathing. Just observe how it is. How open are the nostrils now? Relax the right leg. Leave it very loose. Relax the left leg. Allow any tension or stress from the left leg to be released in this moment. Relax. Relax the pelvis, hips, abdomen, chest. Relax. Relax the right hand, the arm, the right shoulder. Leave it loose. Relax the left arm, shoulder, melting into the mat. Relax your neck, your ears, and your face. Relax the head, the spinal column. Relax. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, relax the entire body and the mind. Relax. Relax, my friends. Roll over to your right side. Very gently, with the support of your hands, come up. Rub your hands together. Cover your eyes. Blink your eyes open. Look into the palms of your hands. May you know your true nature. Thank you for your practice, my dearest fellow yogis. How are you all feeling? कैसी रही आपकी practice? Feeling like home again. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Very nice. So everyone, let us learn today's sadhana. बहुत सुंदर साधना है आज की. It is to develop a beautiful relationship with the 5 elements. And you've already learned the Panch Mahabhuta Upasana. Now, one way to easily incorporate this into your daily routine, one is you do it before the practice. The whole thing that we did today, you do it before our session at 6:30, between 6:20 and 6:30, when the kirtan is playing, the chant is playing, you can do the Panch Mahabhuta Upasana. Or another way, before the class, you have the water soaked overnight and you light your lamp. Practice से पहले दीपक तो आपको जलाना ही है, या अगरबत्ती, whatever you like, but there must be some fire element right in the beginning. And to make the practice simpler, before lunch or dinner, you can do earth, air and space. खाना आप खाते ही हैं, उसी समय prayer कर लीजिए, and उसी समय आप conscious breathing भी कर लें, and at the same time you can do the affirmation also. I am boundless, I am borderless. So doing this along with your meal will be very easy. You'll remember this is how we do it. Every single day before we consume our meals, this is our practice. And if you like, water is also difficult in the morning, that also you do with your lunch. But you must do this practice. And today's activity, you have to do the Panch Mahabhuta Upasana and share your realizations about this practice. Whatever connection you are building with the 5 elements, share it with us on the Facebook group. If you haven't joined it, please join it immediately. It's a small group, very intimate, so it will be a beautiful experience. Thank you everyone for joining. If you want to see the corrections once again, the replay links will be available for 48 hours. It would be a good idea to go back to this and see the corrections once again. Where do you buy blocks and straps? You can buy it from Amazon. You can search for it from Amazon. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We'll meet again tomorrow morning at 6:30. Hare Krishna. Namaskaram.